Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Steve with Real Progressives, and the subject of the day is modern monetary theory and the lies that are told not only about it, things that are made, said, and say about it, the many myths that people just yickety-yak about have nothing to do with MMT. And unfortunately, we've got people who I would normally otherwise just ignore because, let's be fair, there's no point in casting pearls at swine, right? I mean, they're not in the business of actually listening. They've got an agenda, and the agenda is pure stupidity. They want to chase boogeymen. They don't want to actually learn economics. They don't want to make any changes. They don't want to actually do anything useful. They more rather enjoy talking about the Illuminati. They would rather worthlessly talk about the Rothschilds. They would rather talk about anything but economics. And so for folks like me, I normally just skip by because my inbox is full of people that actually really want to learn this stuff. But then what ends up happening invariably is my many legions of people, thank you friends, go out there and engage in intellectual combat in the field of politics and economics. And they run into some joker who wants to talk about debunking modern monetary theory. Debunking it. And it's like, hey man, game on, mofo. Anytime you want, man, I am ready. Ready. Double guns blazing. You know? But I really tend to leave these people alone because they serve no purpose. They're stealing oxygen. They're really literally taking up time that could be better spent on the toilet or anywhere else, right? I mean, seriously, let's be fair. There's a million things you'd rather do than waste your time with an Illuminati conspiracist, right? Well, anyway, here's the thing, though. This one thing that this guy said, though, was something that I thought, okay, let me see if I can find a silver lining, something worth actually addressing in his blah, 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 blah. He said one thing. He said, well, even Alan Greenspan is a smart guy and gets this stuff. And he tried to say that MMT was an extension of the Heritage Foundation. Okay? Now, first of all, that's bullshit in a chef's salad. The Heritage Foundation is made up of morons and stuff that believe in the gold standard, who believe in debt and deficit crisis type stuff. You know, they want to cut spending, this, that, and the other. Alan Greenspan, though, does understand economics, even if his goal is to expand the gap of the wealth between the smallest and the greatest, so to speak. But what this guy said was, hey, MMT is a right-wing Trojan horse. And here's the funny thing about it. MMT is not a political stance. MMT has no politics in it whatsoever. There are right-wing MMTers and there are left-wing MMTers, and then there's these salty centrists that follow MMT as well. This is no joke. You can make MMT do a great many things for good or for ill. This is why understanding economics is so absolutely vitally important. The right wing truly does know how to use MMT, and they use it to precision when they are in power. The right wing spends like drunken sailors on the military-industrial complex when they are in power. They have no problem running deficits, and to cover their deficits, they like wars. So you can't really fight with that, right? A war, man, my God, we can't be anti-patriotic and say no. Gotta spend, right? So the GOP keeps the economy afloat by spending like the Democrats should be spending, like the progressives should be spending. The difference is not that they should or should not be spending. The difference is where they spend it. So anybody that says MMT is a right-wing this or MMT is a right-wing that, no. MMT just is. It's like the nose on your face, the ears on your head. It just is. MMT is a description of federal financing from 1971 to present, period. Just like you can use a knife to cut a steak or a piece of chicken, or you can stab someone with it, right? You can use it for more than one thing, correct? So the reality is, MMT is an underutilized progressive tool that we choose to ignore because we're always left believing that we don't deserve nice things. That's it. And then the worst part is they don't even have to keep doing it. We do it to ourselves. You see people like this guy that was running around doing his own little live streams, talking about Illuminati, talking about this, that, and the other, when the reality is the Federal Reserve is nothing more than a spreadsheet, folks. They don't have fat stacks of cash in there. They've got computers. That's it. Keystroke, that's it. Their warfare is keystroke warfare. There is no debt. The deficit is the difference between the spending and the taxing. Since taxes don't fund spending and we are a net importer, damn it, we need to be big time deficit spending. But we're not. Why is that? Because it's easier for the average progressive to say bumper sticker politics like, end the Fed. End the Fed. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about, but damn it, they can say that. They can go on Google. Hey, can I get a bumper sticker that says end the Fed? Yeah, I think I can, man. Then I'll be cool dudes, man. Hey, Mom, fetch me turkey pot pie. Mom, I'm only 47. But Mom, I'm telling these liberals not to worry about MMT. Don't you? All right, Mom, I'll be up there in a minute. That's what I think about that, okay? That's what I think about that. Takes very little up here to say things, right? But you got to really put it together. And the fact is, right wing, left wing, orange wing, green wing, blue wing, whatever, all wings can use MMT for great good or for great evil. Nazi Germany, ironically, understood MMT. And that's why you see all these people talk about Weimar Republic. Okay? The fact of the matter is that the United States government cut all the bullshit conspiracy. The United States government is, we're not talking about I wonder if, it is monetarily sovereign. The United States government can and must spend money to keep the economy afloat because the United States government is the currency issuer. It has monopoly power on printing the US dollar. We don't borrow US dollars. Think about this. Think about how moronic you must be to say the United States borrows US dollars from China. You would have to be a world-class moron to believe that. I'm not joking. I can't make it up. I'm just telling you the straight dope. You would have to be a world-class knucklehead to believe the United States has to borrow its own currency from China. Full stop. There is no in-between. There is no safe word. Time out, time out. There is nothing. You are full-blown moron class. And there is no escape from it. The only thing to do is fill your head with knowledge and get rid of the stupid. We can suck the stupid out and we can put the good stuff in. We can, if you choose to fill your head with the right stuff. But people like this who are running around, it's a Trojan horse by the Heritage Foundation, Illuminati. This is the stuff that stops us from ever being a meaningful movement, folks. When you see people like this, they are killing our movement. I kid you not, they're not a friend. I mean, they might be a friend. You might want to play Dungeons and Dragons with them. They might have a really cool setup to play their high-speed video games, but they're not good at economics. They're not good at it. Don't ask them for their input on economics. Ask them about the plus 10 dice that they're rolling for their saber of super whatever, but don't ask them about economics. Speak when spoken to, right? That's kind of where I'm at with that one. You know, it's ridiculous. And it's not even, it's like they're not even trying. That's why I don't debate them. They're not even trying. They don't understand anything. It's like, Where does the dollar start? Tell me what is a dollar? Have you ever seen a dollar? You've never seen a dollar, I assure you. You've seen a coupon, a piece of paper that's recycled over and over again, but you've never actually seen a dollar, which is a unit of accounting. It's an IOU. It's an electronic signature somewhere to represent a unit of work, a unit of something. That's it. It's a tax credit, nothing more. And they can be generated with a keystroke. And they can be deleted with a keystroke. And when somebody says, where did they lose 12 million? Where did they lose 12 trillion? Where did they lose 9 trillion? It's keystroke, folks. It's keystroke. Taxes take money out of the system, keystroke. Spending, congressional spending, puts it back in. It's a keystroke. A bill is written, a bill is passed. It is spent into existence. There is no old crumpled up dollar bills, although they may reuse those coupons, but they don't print. That's not how it works. There's many trillions of dollars of real dollars that are never printed. They're electronic dollars. They're never printed, ever. But when you go to the bank and you say, hey, I need a bunch of representations of the dollars I have in my account, they will go ahead and give you representations in these pieces of paper. That's it. That's it. So our goal must be to take the narrative back from the stupid ones. And I would say they're not, oh, I want to say something kind, I want to say something nice. No, they need to be woke because they're running around wrecking progress with people. Most people don't know economics, right? They don't know it. So when you hear somebody speak very authoritatively, like me right now, but without facts, without the ability to back up what they're saying, it can sound very alluring if you're not in the know. And so what happens? You got these people that have no economic background suddenly talking about things that are way beyond their knowledge level, that are way beyond the pale about truth and honesty. But damn it, it sounds good. And this is the kind of stuff that Real Progressive stands against with both feet firmly planted, because we cannot tolerate ignorance. We can educate people, but we cannot let their ignorance stand without challenge. So when you see folks running around talking shit about MMT, if they can't break it down, tell them to please zip it. This is what they're doing. This is what I want them to do. Any questions? That's where we're at with this. If they want to ask questions and they want to go in student mode, we've got time on loan from God to give them any answer they want. But if they're out there doing this about things they don't know, but they're speaking authoritatively, this is what they need to do right here. Because they are killing the movement. They are no friend of our movement, folks. They are no friend of progress. And the next time one of them shit cans MMT, says something stupid, ask them point blank, hey, yo, cool guy, how you planning on getting single payer? Yo, cool guy, how you planning on fixing the environment? Yo, coolio, how you planning on getting us education and infrastructure? Tula, peasy, tula, what? You don't know? No? Well, can you deal with that? A little Ben Stiller for you. Anyway, I'm out of here. Have a great day, everybody.